There is a saying, everyone is human, but not everyone humane. What does that mean? Who was Diogenes looking for with a torch in his hands when he was walking along crowded streets of Sinop and saying, I need someone humane? Unlike other biological species, human psyche is not programmed unambiguously. It is formed under the influence of the outside environment and individual mind. The psyche determines human behavior and consists of the following components: inborn instincts and unconditioned reflexes, stereotypes, habits, cultural traditions, proper intelligence, limited to feelings and memory, intuition in general. Firstly, information that comes from the unconscious level of the psyche. Secondly, information that comes from the collective psyche. Thirdly, information that comes from the outside, including obsessiveness, divine guidance in the tideway of providence that is carried out on the basis of the previous components, except for delusions and obsessiveness. All these components are present in any individual, but being ordered differently, they may cause different types of psyche. That is why a representative of Homo sapiens can be dominated by one of these four basic types of psychic formation. Animalistic type of psychic formation. Everything that is done by such individual is intended to satisfy instincts and get pleasure from intercourse, food, immeasurable consumption. Oftentimes, this is an aggressive, parasitic, antisocial individual who believes that everyone owes him something, but he does not owe anything to anyone. Hence, such type is a destroyer rather than a doer. Biorobotic psychic formation. This type is characterized with automatic behavior or habits that are formed by culture and society. Such individual holds forth in accordance with an authority of leaders, writings, traditions, or just accepts the opinion of the majority. When facing a dilemma to choose between instincts or habits, the latter always prevail. Such individual can also be called a zombie that gives up on the exercise of will in favor of old habits and cultural norms. Demonic type of psychic formation. This type is capable of using his will in order to overcome both instinct and habits through working out new ways of behavior. After acquiring some authority in the society, demons claim for unconditional allegiance by generating most sophisticated methods to suppress people around. Demons can go single-handed and prefer single acts, or be cooperative and prefer complicity in some organization. Humane type of psychic formation. This type is characterized to be aware of his mission, which is to be a representative of God on the planet Earth. In old Russia, people would say, live under conscience. A person who lives under conscience trusts God sincerely and acts like God's representative for the sake of society. And the indication of such intercommunication with God is the circumstances where a person finds himself in accordance with his own desires and intentions. In other words, a person believes God, and God speaks to people using the language of circumstances. There is one more type of psychic formation, which was created by people themselves, downcast into unnaturalness. This type is formed when an individual intoxicates himself with alcohol, cigarettes, and other drugs, which leads to serious deterioration of health, starting with malfunctioning of organs and ending with depressed intellect and volition, whereby the amount of a consumed drug does not really matter, since it is essentially inadequate at the level of mindset to suppress one's own will and intellect in the first place. A type of psychic formation may change with time. All knowledge and skills acquired by a person are just attached to this or that type of psyche and do not characterize a person as such, as in an individual can be a good professional, possess wealth and status in the society, but at the same time he may not be humane. In our opinion, for the humane type of psychic formation, it is normal if inborn reflexes and instincts are the basis which is considered during reasonable behavior. It is also normal when intuition provides information which is further processed by intellectual activity. In other words, for the humane type of psychic formation, it is normal when intuition is placed above reason and reason is placed above instincts, and all of them altogether provide harmonic interaction with the biosphere, space, and God. To acquire the humane type of psychic formation should become quite normal by the beginning of youth. It does not actually happen in reality due to depraved culture in our society and wrong-headed parenting. Non-humane type of psychic formation causes the most of social problems. That is why to solve these problems is possible only when the majority of people take volitional steps to the way of humaneness.
Поэтому и разрешение их возможно лишь при личностно-волевом переходе большинства людей